Translation is difficult because you often do not get that original flavor, but I try to, bring it as close to it as possible.
Translations are difficult because you're actually trying to speak in someone else's voice.
Yeah.
And you have also developed a very strong voice of your own. Is there sometimes, for lack of a better way of explaining, seepage of one into the other at some point of time? Is that a difficult line to maintain, or is it that that line is purely imaginary?
I'll start with the translation part first. Yes, translation is difficult because often it is there's a Santhali poem I was translating. The poet is Chinmaya Hansda Marandi, and she wrote this poem about kids dying of Japanese encephalitis in her village in Odisha. And that poem was sort of written like in the voice of a child, like how would a child see and describe those events, those deaths. Death is a very huge thing, and to see it through the eyes of a child. So that was one thing which appealed to me about Chinmaya's poem. And the original poem was written in rhyming lines,
right.
And this rhyming line and that childlike curiosity about the deaths and the disease, that I couldn't find in my translation. So in that way, translation is difficult. I'm trying to translate a Hindi story right now. I've also translated from Hindi and Bengali into English. And I'm trying to translate a Hindi story now. And it has a lot of words which I need to look up on the internet, like what does this word mean? So in that way, translation is difficult because you often do not get that original flavor. But I try to, bring it as close to it as possible.
Sure.
And the Sarthak, now I'll come to the voice part.
Yeah.
My voice is like, I think I'm very chatty, gossipy kind of a person. And that sometimes flows into my translation works also, like the original author, they may not be chatty and gossipy. Their work may not be chatty and gossipy, but when I read their works and then I find that there is humor in it, so I just get carried away. Like
Right.
if there is a beautiful work which you're reading in a different language, it tries to, and because it's written word, so it tries to create pictures in your mind. In my mind, written work always creates pictures. Like I was there with Meena Kandasamy yesterday,
Right.
and we were discussing Tamil songs. There is this very beautiful Tamil song I like, Unnakulnan by Bombay Jayashree. Okay, and it is from a film starring Jyotika.
Okay.
And she was explaining, I told her I love this song, and she told me, do you know what it means? And she started translating it there. We played that song on YouTube.
Right.
She played one line, paused it, and she told me that this means this means this. And I was like, and I was going like,
Lost.
yeah. I was actually, because I don't understand Tamil,
Sure.
but Meena was explaining those things to me.
Yeah.
And I was imagining those lines playing in my mind, like what must be happening, what must be happening.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, so this is what written work does to me. It creates images in my mind.
Sure.
And when I find that those images are really very beautiful or, very effective, not just beautiful. It can be sad as well, but powerful, effective. So then I get carried away and then I just go with my own flow. And then after having finished translating that part, I realize that no, this is not what the author might have meant.
Yeah.
And so then I go correcting it.